Good morning. How are we all doing?
Morning. Very good.
That's
You?
good. Yeah, good, mate.
Morning, mate.
Good morning. All right, let's see what we've got in store for today. I've got a few little areas I've got my eye on. They are namely... There's chat. Participants. Beautiful. Alrighty. Oh, what's going on here? I'm on the wrong screen on YouTube. I know. There we go. All right. Morning, Leon. Richard, MM, how are you? Okay, so I have my eye on, just real quick, before we get into like the deeper analysis, I've got my eye on this level for German 40, being the 16,060 mark. I'm looking there. I'm looking at this London low, which is going to be around 15,975, and I'm looking at this New York low, which is around 15,940. Kind of got my eyes on those initially for like maybe tops of sessions or bottoms of sessions, and then obviously I'll try to take a trade inside of here. We'll just wait for a little bit more data to come in. Another 20 minutes before the open, before we get that initial burst of volatility. We'll have a little quick peek at, there's no news today, so we've got literally nothing, so that does make me nervous. Nothing scheduled, nothing at all. So what about financial juice? They have nothing there as well. But what about headlines? Unexpected news. That was the scheduled news, there's nothing. But expected news, unexpected news. Got Gov Bailey, he's talking. So that's the Bank of England head. So he's looks like he's chatting about now. Does concern me that supply side of the economy has slowed. UK is, you know, I think their main concern is stagflation at the moment. Because the economy's slowing and interest rates aren't having as much of or they're having an effect, but when inflation is still high and inflation's high and economy's slowing, it makes it difficult to hike interest rates, because higher interest rates, less output, less taxes, slowing demand. You can't, yeah, it's a real problem. What did Haydos say? Because we did have some volatility just before. Had a nice push up. I actually executed the sell when we got up to this like Asian high area. Hey Annie, how are you? So I'm kind of seeing what that one's going to do, because we did have a liquidity candle, but I don't think there's really anything to do with the news. We've got the VIX is at a very low level. So VIX is normally a volatility index. So when it's getting super low, like it has, that means sort of everything needs to be smooth. any kind of disruption, any kind of headline, when it's this low, the stocks can be a little bit jumpy when it's this low. So normally, like a fall in VIX, normally that's good. Like if VIX is falling, normally stocks are rising. But once you get too much investors or too much one-sided moves, so say like everyone's seeing the stock market now going up. If we're looking at like the US ones or any of the German ones, if you're seeing the stock market going up so much, at some stage when everyone starts to buy in, that's usually a sell signal. So same thing is when VIX is falling and falling and falling. I don't think the stocks are going to have much of a sell-off, but I think while everyone's so net long, I don't think it's going to be as easy to find those continuously long moves, especially when we're at this weekly weekly zone over here. So let me just, there's some comments over this side, isn't there? I wish you a great trading session. No, I wish you too a great trading session. Thank you. Okay, so seeing how like we've had such a extended rally, almost uninterrupted. So I do imagine that I think we're going to be bullish for year end, but I do think we might just have a week or two for the start of like this end of November, start of December. Price might just, it might just stay consolidated around here. Not really breaking out, not really pulling back, and sort of just have a little bit of a breather before then finishing the year strong. That's what I'm actually thinking is a huge possibility. So with that in mind, I would like to look for some sells if we push up into like above this wick area where I've got this H4 wick touches, and that's going to be that 16065. I really like that area based on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so let's have a little 4-hour chart for everyone. So keep your eyes peeled on this number here. Okay, so if I go to the left, this follow this line. We'll go back all the way to August. Not quite. September. Here we go. Now we're in August. It's this candle. This candle here is the one I got my eye on. This one is sort of holding price down at the moment. Once we're above this one, I don't really see much in the way for another nearly 100 pips. We've got a little imbalance here on the lower time frames, but really there's nothing. I would say that once we're above this particular area, I don't see any problem getting to 16170. So right now I'm assuming that we're going to have a reaction. If we do manage to push up, I'd like to see a sell to buy to then sell. That's what I'd like to see. Okay. Now, why did I take a sell just before? I took a sell when we had this little rally up. From as soon as the market opened, we just pushed up, and then we had this liquidity candle form on the 5-minute. And we did take out some liquidity, not a whole lot, but the liquidity that we did grab around that time, around that little point, was, I wrote it down. Give me a second. It's like a little micro scalp. So at that point, anyway, I wrote down the other side next to me, but it's playing up for some reason. Anyway, there was a few things around here that I quite liked in this like Asian session. There was like a 4-hour area. Oops, 5 hours. And the 4-hour candle. We had like a little bit of a gap inside of here that we're prices just retesting again. We had a couple like 1 minutes and just consolidation around this Asian session. So it made sense. Once you had a liquidity candle, we might see a little bit of a push down, given the little bit of the rally that we had. Pre-London, I thought it makes sense to at least recover a little bit of that. You can see price, it's not great conditions over here, so I wouldn't get carried away trading right now until at least 8 o'clock. But I'll let you know that there was a little sell with this liquidity candle, and then price came up, retested the wick, and then we had a little fall off. Okay. So other than that, we're just going to wait patiently till the London Open. We're going to find the low. We're going to see if price can do a pullback and then push up, and then look for sells from this 15060, or if we just rise and push out of the blocks, that sell will have to be closed. that I've taken here, but then once we take liquidity, we'll try maybe buy up to sell. We'll just have to see whether we're going to do a buy to sell or a sell to buy. We'll see. Lead left hand, you're looking at 15,900. Yeah, I've got that level down as well. That's quite far away though. 15,900, yeah, all the way. So, oh wait, no, it's even lower. You're looking down. This is where I think we might have it be a low of the week. This where you're pointing out that 15,900. As I do have an alert down here, but I don't think we're going to get there today. But crazy things can happen. Last week was really a crappy week, wasn't it, in terms of volatility with the shortened Thanksgiving week. So could we sweep all of last week, basically, and then come down all the way down to like this area where you're pointing out? We could. Maybe that would be the low of the week, and then we can look for rejections from around here. But to get there, we could probably have little reactions along the way. So good eye though. Definitely keep that one. Keep an alert down there for sure. What else? What else do you guys reckon? Any ideas yourselves?
I see the same levels as you, Hayden.
Cool. We're in agreement.
Yeah, the 4 hour.
Based on the 4 hour?
Yes. Yeah, as you said, the 4 hour liquidity candle.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice. This 4 hour liquidity candle. So we've got the 4 hour liquidity candle here. I don't really see any rejection wicks on this time frame. None of these are rejection wicks. So the next 4 hour liquidity candle that I see is in August, which is ways over to the left.
Yep.
Not on Zoom tonight. Have watched some YouTube whilst working. Hey Deb, how did your back testing go today? Did you get some done? Shazam's asking for gold analysis. I'm focused on German 40 here. But I'm bullish. I was bullish on gold, and I was bullish on gold on the weekend. Looking at expecting, I think we're gonna finally close. I think we're finally gonna close above this 1990, which we've never actually had anything close above 1990. I think this is going to be the first time we get a monthly close, and I think we're going to be hitting all-time highs before very long. So I was quite bullish on it, and then I was a little bit disappointed to wake up this morning and see that I could have had an opportunity, because I was thinking that when the market opened I'd just buy, but I was going to wait for London Open. And this candle here, I was a little bit disappointed to have seen that when I woke up. Already hit almost basically 2020, which was basically my weak target. It happened immediately, so that's kind of sucks. So now that that's happened, London's notoriously I mean, we had a good patch of trading London. London used to be. We had a good period where London was giving good moves in gold, but most of the time for gold in London, you get this. So you're better off just trading it in New York session, which will be what I will focus on. I won't even bother wasting my time looking at gold during London Open, because more times than not, it's just rubbish. So German footy is way more fun. But if you watched last week, you'll probably disagree, because last week was flat as. Okay, so George has given his opinion. What about some of the other fellas? Once we get a low in, say, money in IP, you got a chance to do 6 weeks. Oh, good one. That's fine. 6 weeks is good, Deb. But how are you finding it? You find that it's an edge? That's the main thing. Do you see an edge to it? And does it start to improve your ability to spot it ahead of time? What I want to try get is work out, are we buying to sell or selling to buy? I'm not really sure just yet on what the move's going to be. But then once we do, say it rips down and then starts pushing up, then we know what to do, don't we? We just measure to where typical range would be. We won't be able to do. I'll give my people a late London stream idea, late London session idea. Kind of go back to remember the early days? They couldn't trade London Open, just traded like the late London Open. So we'll see if we can get an idea around there. Gyro, you're bullish to 16.022, which is basically where we are now. Then sell to buy. Cool. You put the results in the spreadsheet, Deb? Yeah, that's the best way. Good work. Good work. So 3 minutes here now. 3 minutes. Have you guys had a chance to review the study session we did during the day, Aussie guys? The ones that were too late yesterday. Some did, some haven't. Okay. Yeah, it'll give us some good ideas for say we miss. It was more focused on what if you miss the move, or say you do get the move. It'll be can you get what would be like a cowboy late entry in like a few hours once you've got more information from say you missed the move, but you've got more information now that the price is driving up. We know price doesn't just continue one direction. You have pullbacks. How can you take advantage of that pullback? Because maybe that's the high of the day, and then maybe you got a banger, and London just did a buy to sell. Some of them can really just pay off. All right, so let's go to all chart view. Got 2.5 minutes. Not sure who this person. Okay, so 30, 15. Oh, trading nut guys, you can't see, can you? So the top left is 15-minute chart. Top right is the 5-minute chart. Bottom's 30 and 3 minute. I think you guys can see that now. What's up with the yen pairs? That U8 guy I was talking before. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with yen? Are they falling? Are they? Yen's got some strength. Must be some comments that this Yoda said. So I dare say it's that. Alrighty. Oh, 16,044. Yeah, okay, that's near the highs. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, so let's see. At the moment, price is looking like it's showing rejections from the top side. So in 45 seconds, is this volume going to do a sell to buy, or we're just going to do a straight sell off? So it's looking good for the downside at the moment with this little price action. The 30-minute candle, which is potentially a reference candle, is going to close bearish. And we have no, oh, it's kind of got a little tiny nipple on it. But it's looking good that if we get rejections from the top side, support should break. So I dare say we're going down here. I might have a good entry if I can survive this. At the moment it's only 10 pips in profit, so not much. Okay, let's see. Are we going down first or up first? Going down first. All right. Good one. So I got a little gap to fill. Can we just close underneath it? Morning, Beata. How are you? I don't need to rush anything with this London Open either. You can just gather information if you're not in a trade already. Just be calm. I really not sure ultimately which where this week is going to head. I do think we're going to have a bit of a reprieve from the rally, and price will just pause for a bit. But there's still so much bullish pressure that I would like to be taking sells from a lovely area like up here. Morning, Marin. Also, trying to work out who's Escape Web meeting then. I thought that might have been you. Oh, thanks, Glenn. Yeah, give it a like, guys. Give the stream a like, it really helps. What's the index name? This is German 40. Wingardium. Come on, keep pushing down. Jeez. Hey, Tom. How are you? Oh, okay. It's Pat. Gotcha. If it was one of my bots, no, not a bot. Okay, so showing a little bit of rejection from these gaps here over here. Still not really. I don't really have any liquidity levels here. Trading ICT? No, just trading like liquidity, price action, session highs, lows, range. Just trying to intersect candle by candle. Yeah, good. I'm good, thanks. Good, thanks, Tom. Are you trading session liquidity sweep? I guess so. That definitely factors into what we're looking at here. So I do like the area that I've got my eye on is trading like sweeping like this London low. And then up the top here, I've got a level up the top, but that's a session from ways back. Kids, here we get into the bathroom. I know. Let's scream at the top of our lungs as we walk into the bathroom. Yeah. Kids, their thought process is not very good, is it, kids? Maddie's been a little bit colicky as well lately, so she's been a little grumpy bum. Okay, so picked up a little bit of liquidity. Like there's not much volume right now, so price is kind of been slow. But like this, what it did in this initial first 3 minutes, we created like a little double bottom on these candles. This is present on like the 3 minute, the 6 minute, the 5 minute. So we did do a little sweep of that. If there's momentum here, we can do a wick fill. But if we keep on continuously rejecting this level after doing that little double bottom over here, pushing down into like these double bottoms, and this is like a little liquidity candle, the more we hesitate down here, we can start to see some bullish momentum come back in to look to sweep like maybe the Asian high. Hopefully we can sweep a lot higher though. But we are creating a little bit of liquidity with a double bottom and a double bottom sweep already. But still not much to go off here yet. So I might close a little bit of my sell that I've got going. Around 16 pips on that one. Just in case we do this sweep, I can lock that one in at least. So I'll lock that one in. Just a reminder of what that one was this move up. This move up over here. This is the liquidity candle. This is one of the first signs I really like to see. So I like to see clean candles up, and I like to see a liquidity candle. A liquidity candle is one that, to me, breaks the wick of the candle to the left, but then closes back inside. Now you're going to see these everywhere, so it's important that this is also at a point of interest or a zone of interest. And I liked this one, how this candle here was reacting. Didn't react at the Asian high, but the Asian high over here, you see this might have just been a fake out, and this is the open. It's the open. So that was enough for me to give it only a little trade. Definitely before that, it was early enough before the London Open, and I saw it as I was just setting price up, setting the charts up and the streams up and everything. But now I don't want to leave full risk on this one after having a double bottom, and price is really just hesitating here. So I'm expecting that this could be a bit of a sell to buy for London to grab a better price, but still, whilst candles are still making lower highs, there's no buys just yet. Especially, I don't really have any points of interest over here. But there is signs that sellers are, it's not giving it that easy. Yeah, it's all kind of What would be ideal is if London, let me go full screen here. Ideally, we get 100 to 120 pips in this London Open. And what it does is it sweeps down to here, then pushes all the way up, and then we start to, then maybe that's the high of the day. But I've got to be careful what I say because there's some friendly people giving me their opinion in the YouTube comments that I overanalyze. So I'll take that feedback on board from these friendly people. I won't give as many ideas. Wingardium, think German 40s. You think German 40s can upside? What makes you think that? What is it that you're seeing? I definitely think we're seeing like a little bit of a double bottom just over here, and this got swept. Price is still making lower highs, but if we start trading back above here, then this could just be a bit of a fake out, and then price definitely, you might be onto something. I think it's important for people to be able to put it into words what you're seeing, why, rather than just saying you think it's going up, you think it's going down. Like start putting it into words around it, and then you can start to those ideas become much more concrete when you can explain them. At the moment, we're just making these lower highs. Wick fills. Candles are red, so I think it's going down. Yeah. First target 16.054, which is the previous New York. Yeah, I had a sell limit, I still got a sell limit from last. Oh, did I get rid of it now? No, I still got it there. I had a sell limit for last week at 16.51. I was a little bit bummed out that it never got there on like late New York session. I would have been pretty happy to have held that because I do think price is so freaking extended that we haven't had any pullback. There's so much liquidity to the downside. I'm just waiting for everyone to be like, yep, stock market's bullish, no recession, we're going to the moon, and that's when you'll have that correction. But fundamentally, and like human psychology, I think they're starting to shift that. We've persevered for so long with no recession, so the chances of recession now are becoming less. The bond market is starting to recover, or not recovering, but like they're showing signs in like treasuries and money market funds that they're almost saying that there's going to be a soft landing. And as soon as everyone starts thinking that's when unexpected will happen. As soon as everyone goes net long, that's when smart money will get out. Then you had a sell limit 1632. Oh, beautiful. Did you do that during the Asian session, or did you do that late last week? Friday, yeah, gosh, that's nice, because I had that the 4-hour wick. I've removed it when I was tidying up the chart, so it wasn't so messy. But was that what you had it based on? It was the 50% basically of this wick. Was that what you had it on based on? like around here. Because that made, like, I'm in an R-ing whether do I want to take the midpoint of that wick, and I thought New York might just do a bit of a sweep given we didn't have that volume on Thursday because Thanksgiving the stock market was closed, and I thought PMI for US might just wick up 1650 and then go down. So that's a good number you got, 1632. It was a zone you had? Yeah, beautiful. That's good. All right. What about Luke? What do you think? What have you got your levels? Are you using the cam levels today?
Yeah, I was aiming for a sell around 1630.
1630.
40.
40. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, this is a good
I
area
think
to find that
that was
reaction.
closed. Yeah.
Oh, you were in sells from 1640.
No, that was, so its weekly highs was 1640. So
Yeah.
I was just hoping it would pump up to there and put a sell in.
Yeah, I think we're all on the page that I'd like to take a sell to buy. Sorry, a buy to sell.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing much on the scope apart from that.
Mm-hmm. I find it just so difficult to work out. Like if we start pushing down for price to go up from, it's with the size of this trend, it's so difficult to work out exactly like how far is it going, because we could still be in an uptrend all the way down to here to push up. Because like I know once we start sweeping these like 30-minute session lows, because it's been so extended, if we look at like say the 4-hour chart, we could sweep down so far and still maintain that bullish structure. So it's so difficult to really identify if price is coming down aggressively. It could just rip down through a whole bunch of levels. But I like every time we're making a new high in this area, we're getting a decent pullback. So if we do make a new high, a new swing high from, especially given where we're at, I think so many people are net long. It takes more and more to move the needle now. That if we do push up into make a new high, any sort of rejection, I think that's the easier move to take than trying to look for pullback longs when we're so just net long everywhere.
Yeah, we're struggling underneath that 1600, but aren't we?
Yeah, it's a big number, that 16,000.
Oh yeah.
Big number. All right, so nice little pullback to the nice little pullback to this little zone, red zone. Pretty much just tapped right into it. So can we flip bullish now? Fill this wick, and is that the low in before we now start pushing up? That could be. Let's look at the little tiny structures, because we should start to see price roll over if we're going to actually have a push bullish. So this could have been the sell to buy, and this is part of the buy to sell. So no wick. So I dare say that price can make its way and fill some of this candle again. But this could be the first liquidity candle finally out of zone, which has been given price issues for a while. Now, was this the pullback from this move? Because this was the rally before, like in the Frankfurt Open. Is this the pullback, the retest? Or are we going to get a retest of the retest before going up? I think we're going for the Asian high and New York high now. My sell that I had in is just going to get taken out. All right, so if we can just take that no wick candle, react from here. If we can still see a bit of bullish momentum, I dare say we're now going to push up to these greater liquidity levels. But 20 minutes in, I don't like how we started with no bottom wick. I think we're going north now. That's been the moves last couple of weeks. Yeah, before Frankfurt Open is often been quite bullish. Now the volume, we often get 80 in the first hour, which is not going to quite match up with what I'm looking for if we're looking for reactions from here, because that's only 60 pips. But I'd love to take a sell. Even if anywhere in this zone is a sell zone to me. 16060 to 16080. Not sure if I want to buy up to that. Well, I guess the 5-minute candle closing bullish. If we can get a wick down and then a bit of a rejection in the last 2 minutes of that candle and then price breaking this, then I'd say we can take that long. But I want to see this 5-minute candle pull back, create like a lower wick, close above the hot dog, blue hot dog, and then as it's wicking down, breaking a higher, I think we're looking to sweep the Asian high into the New York high and then create a new daily high, because this is the daily high currently. So let's see how this 5-minute candle is going to close. If this 30-minute candle can close like this, then that gives it even more weight to the upside. So take that like maybe a 30-40 pip scalp to the top side into those cells. Okay, so it's stalling a little bit at this no wick. Yeah, let's see what that reacts at the 16028. 16028, we've got imbalance candles on 30-minute, 15-minute, and all the lower time frames. So So we might just have a little reaction right here. Taking some liquidity. I want to see this. I'd like to have seen this 5 minute create a bottom wick though. So I think maybe the next one, if we take 15, maybe just push up, push down, create that bottom wick, and then trade in above 1628. Then we take it long for at least 20 pips. Let's see if that plays out. What charting system are you using? What are those colorful box indicators that you're using? Oh, using, this is TradingView. And these boxes are sessions. But I have a Euro session, like a pre-London session as yellow. Other people just have 3 sessions. They'll have Tokyo, London, New York. Mine are a little bit different. I'll run through them in a second. Just want to keep an eye. This is where I think we'll get that little bottom wick created now, because we hit 1628. This is now lining up with this 30 minute over here, this imbalance, and we've got imbalance on the lower time frame. So I'd just like to see a pullback first, and then see if we can start breaking these highs, or see a pullback and then look to, as it's pushing back up, then expect it to break those highs, and then take like a late, this would be like a late entry. But to see if we can get a pullback first. I don't want to see it just rally so strong, because I might just be buying the high. 30 minute candle might create that bottom wick and then start pushing up. So I don't want to enter, see the time, got 4 minutes before this 30 minute candle closes. And I dare say the 30 minute candle is not going to open without a bottom wick. I don't think the next candle will just open and just continue going north like this. But the way the 30 minute candle is closing means I want to look for these longs, but I want to try get in on this wick. And I'll target that sell zone for me. So it'll look something. I'm gathering the entry is going to look something like. It'll look something like this. Just want to see a little reaction first, and I don't want to enter impulsively. I'd rather wait for it to pull back, create a bit of a support, and then look for that continuation. Because no doubt we should have some reaction here, given the
Push, push, push.
Nah, not yet. No, don't. Maybe break the high, then come back. So it's broken the high of the 30-minute. Might time my coffee. I think 16.20 I'm going to target. I might just set a pending order for now. That'll take out this no wick candle in the 3-minute and the 5 minutes. Come back into this area. We've created, like, if this is my resistance candle, like this is the first one that I took the sell from, and then this was the other rejection wick, then I'm going to treat that this was my resistance, and now this could be my support. So I just want to see this break. It broke the high. I want to see it just come back. Hopefully this 30-minute candle. Look over here, the bottom left chart. I want this to. I'm visualizing that the next 30-minute candle, at some stage, will just have a bottom wick like this, and then I don't know how, if it's going to do it in one candle, but slowly make its way up to at least here, which will still be positive risk reward. Hopefully it gets to my sell zone, and then I'll sell from there. But I'm going to set a pending order there for now, just in case they go for a coffee and I miss it. So 16.21, and I've got to pay a shitload of spread on this, so something like that. Let's do it. Come on. Didn't know there was a DAX live session. To me, there seems to be a nice buy setup too. Keep it up. Yeah, DAX is awesome. DAX is an awesome pair, especially for London Open. Oh, nice gap up. Looks like, but maybe it will react to this New York high and come back.
I hope so.
And come back.
I'm up just over 40, a bit more.
Yeah, you got a good entry. Got a good entry.
It's only low risk too. But anyway. Yeah, I know.
Personal account? Prop account?
Prop.
Which one? Who you doing it with?
Alpha.
Oh, okay. It's just still in the valuation phase?
Should have put it on my personal.
How far are you into
Should have
it?
put it out.
Right, well, I'm going to go make a coffee while this is doing this thing. Hopefully that gives us a bit of a pullback. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alrighty. See what. Hey Jim, what's your indie saying? Do you got some levels lined up on there?
Not saying anything more than we've just been talking about, really. Oh, you're using the sessions thing?
I am. I thought it's rude of me not to use it once you've put all the effort into building it. But I went and had to save a whole new template because I have been putting that on, but then it keeps, you know, I don't know why, but maybe it's when I turn the computer off and I'm remote.
Yeah, mine does that. Mine swaps.
Yeah, okay.
If I have, the worst thing is if you have both of them on at the same time, I think it gets really confused when you're swapping between them.
Right.
But anyway.
Because sometimes I'll have a look on the phone when my alert goes off and I load it, but then the phone's been open for a while, so it just keeps the old template and it just reverts us to version 2.2, which you can't even get now, can you? But my sessions kept on popping up, and then the other day it had like daylight savings because I was watching something on the iPad, and the iPad loaded up and it had like all things from like months ago.
I know I was watching your session and you asked about the session thing. If you put +1 or -1 and next to GMT, it'll shift it by 1, 2 hours, whatever you put.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yeah, I was trying to unmute myself and it wasn't just you couldn't hear me, so I don't know.
Right, gotcha. Okay, I had to do it the whole manual way. All right, is this going to be it? Does it come back for the kids? Is this going to be the lower wick? Or are we just reacting from this New York area? So little tip as well. Little tip is like whenever you see like little pullbacks, just look and like look to the left and then try to see like, you know, even this little pullback now, like this candle might close bullish. Or like, sorry, close like higher than where it is, and you don't really see these moves on the lower time frame as much as the price is developing. But there's one thing about watching price candle by candle as they've closed, and there's another thing about watching price as it's moving. So like right now on say like the 15-minute, where we're reacting from, it's obviously having some sort of reaction. So what is that lining up with? And we can see that price was reacting here previously a number of times, then price closed above it, little double top, and then we broke underneath it. So it makes sense that where could we get these reactions from? You know, the more you can see these things, the more you start to develop that sort of instinct to understand that once price makes a new high, pullbacks are normal. And I think it's a good thing to be aware of, because if price is moving up really quickly, you've got the urge to buy. And not many people have the patience to wait for a pullback, because once you've made a high, eight times out of 10, price should retest that high. It's just how low does it go? And so we're trying to anticipate that we've made a high now. The 30-minute candle is looking good. We still haven't created a bottom wick, so it makes sense for a bit of a pullback. Where's that pullback going to be? Because we should retest that high. This should be the triangle you're trying to get. We don't need to get the bottom. We don't need to get the top. We just need to take the meat of the move.
Is that a pending order you've got there, or are you waiting for price action?
I did put a pending order to see if it was going to tag during the coffee. But I would prefer to wait and then see if we get a little bit of a support candle created, and then look to go long. But I think that given this move up, I dare say there's a good opportunity now that price does continue grinding higher. But I will just leave this as a because I'm here now watching, I will wait and see if we can get like a bit of a wick into it. Actually, maybe I'll leave it as a pending order. But what I might do, what you showing, Glenn?
That candle there, mate. If you look at on the 1 minute chart, you'll see a beautiful entry there. As that one there, push below this little wick here, and then retest it up.
You're doing like a 10 pip scalp.
Yeah, so it broke below there, it wicked up in the next little candle, and it's been pushing down ever since.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a line set up like that. Oh no, it was already set up.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago when I first started. So
yeah,
that was my entry.
See if it comes back to structure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Got all that little clean traffic down there too for it to pull back to if it needs to.
So you're looking for sells from here?
I was doing, yeah. That zone up the top there from New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit higher. This current candle is, well, sorry, the previous candle is a little bit higher on my terminal.
On alpha?
Yeah. Yeah, on alpha.
What's your spread on alpha at the moment?
No. Oh, 0.2. Oh, sorry, 0.6.
Hmm. It's very good.
And IC markets. Well, IC markets even better, 0.5.
So we did grab liquidity.
Double top too.
We have taken a bit of liquidity here. So it makes sense from liquidity to liquidity.
I'm just looking to fill some of. Oh, put the wrong box on. Sorry. Fill some of this would be nice, but I don't expect it to pull back the whole way.
Tom did a Glenn. Here's his.
Yeah. Look at him go.
Looks like you're an influencer now.
No. Hope not.
But Glenn had his like this, didn't you?
Mm.
But more or less the same thing.
Slightly there, because from that candle, that little bullish wick grab was actually down. You see that little bullish engulfing candle?
Beata's wondering what time frame did you place your order on the 1 minutes?
One. As it broke structure, had the double top. I waited till it broke below that trend line.
Oh, I can hear the little girl is unhappy in the room.
No.
Mum's working.
I'd do my trend line the same as Tom, except it would be just before that retest. So it broke the trend line, it came back up.
Yeah.
And retested that trend line.
Even if you waited now, so on the 5 minute mark.
Like, oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I got rid of it.
No, you're right. Don't worry about it.
Snooze, you lose.
There's an entry on the 5 minute as well. This week here, you could have waited for that week to be formed and then break below. That would be your late entry on this time frame. But this is your trigger, that 15-minute rejection. So I watched the 15 and the 1.
There, it's coming for that no wick candle now.
It's coming for this little bit of structure.
Yeah, that's it. I just look at that as the 50% of New York.
I love to see this start to break these highs again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look at the 1 hour. It's not lose perspective. Because 1 hour's got 10 minutes to close.
It'd be a nice wick fill if it stays.
Stays like
It's
that.
a bit of a body still. Yeah.
I don't think we've printed the daily high. It's been way too bullish. But I can't see it breaking it without pulling back like it's doing now.
Yeah, but that's the issue. That's the issue when everyone's looking for the longs. That's like a sell signal.
Yeah.
It is at the moment. Okay. That fair value gap got filled.
All right, we're dipping.
Just do it.
I'd love to see a rejection from this point.
16.15 is when I want to look to buy.
16.15.
Yeah, if you look at the 3 minute,
Nice reversal on the 15.
14.15, around that area.
Around here. Yeah. I mean, this was my support. Sorry, this was that little not a great resistance, but this was the resistance created on that move down. So it makes sense that this would be an area where price can hold. Let's see if price can. Oh, that top left one's looking a little bit deceiving.
Jim, is that because it's taking liquidity from the little doji? Is that why you want it to, hoping it reverses from here?
You on the 1 minute, you've got some HCS to the left, and also on the 3 minute, that's the last candle that breaks structure. So it's the start of the last candle to break structure on the 3 minute.
I'm gonna wait for, if I see a liquidity candle to the top side, a bullish one, just one, I'll enter longs.
On the 3 minute?
Any time frame, 3 minute, 5 minute. I don't want to look at 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant.
One
Sorry.
minute, 1 minute, I'll definitely get it. But 3 minute up, 3 minute up.
Yeah.
So even if this 5 minute can close.
You're trading. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll see what you've done.
Because price has pulled back into my area, but I wanted to wait for confirmation. So 5 minutes is looking good. This would be anticipation of this candle closing, but it hasn't closed yet. So I can anticipate it, and price might push up, and I might just be like, if it pushes and closes up here, I'm going to get a worse entry. So the best is trying to like anticipate this move, but I'd rather wait for a confirmation.
I might wait for the alley close.
Sure. Oh, thanks, Simon.
But that's just me exercising discipline because I thought I don't want to be FOMO.
Sure.
How's your latency going tonight, Danny?
Fine.
Good.
Oh, no, it's not. It's usual, but it's okay. Yeah. I think it's my internet. I think, yeah.
Probably. Maybe it's
heaps
due
of
with
issues
might be with the computer as well.
Headstones, so- Yeah.
Do you have
I tried
YouTube
to
going at the same
clear
time?
everything. No.
But you got
I'll do-
Zoom
I'll
going.
do that.
Zoom's a pig when it comes to the
Okay.
computer. It's a hungry pig.
Yeah, righto. Well, that makes sense.
All right, come on.
Having said that, everyone like the YouTube.
Yes, please like it. Give it a like.
The like, the like.
It's doing a lot better than it was 10 minutes ago.
What, the YouTube?
YouTube or the candles?
Or the candle? What are we talking about?
Candles are slowing down where I thought they would. But I think we're going to come back deeper looking at it.
Yeah, there's nothing going yet. We just took the top wick. And looking like we're closing bearish still. So there's no liquidity candle just yet. So there's nothing, no Bruno yet. Sarah's doing a keep in touch day today, so I'm on Maddie alert. I can hear her crying, but Mummy knows we've got stream for a bit, and after that, then I'm on daddy duty all day.
Got like a little bouncy chair that you could just.
She doesn't hold her neck yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got like a rocker, and I can take the chair off, and that rocks.
Yeah.
and vibrates as well. I think she really likes the vibration, but they say only leave her there for like no more than 20-30 minutes at a time because of the neck.
Yeah.
Flathead.
Oh no, it's got like a good support for. Imagine having a flathead.
Mate, you wait.
It's got a divot.
You've seen it.
It's got a divot,
It'll
so
pop out.
she won't have a flat head. It's more that like when you sit there, her neck, like she gets like a real double chin, and they say that sometimes the breathing can limit the oxygen.
Michelin baby.
Yeah.
No, she's not even like, it's just when she definitely put on some weight, so she got like she looks healthy, but she has put on weight, that's for sure. It's finally getting some little rolls on her legs.
Oh, cute.
Michelin baby.
Michelin baby.
It's like my daughter. You should have seen it. My gosh, amazing little Buddha.
Come
That's
on,
the best.
liquidity candle. Give us some sign to go long. If it drops down too low, closes underneath this area, then I'm not looking for those longs anymore. If it closes under here. Yeah. See if it closes. If it wicks under us, alright. But if it closes, it's too much of a pullback for me. Yeah, I've seen that no wick. That would be the next area.
I really want to see that filled.
And the alley. That one too.
Well, that would be nice if it did go down there. That is a sell zone. Sorry, a buy zone for me.
Below yesterday. I'm sorry. What is that? What's that session? Pink.
Lead left hand. You're in the trade. Your buy limit got. Oh, that's where you had it. Pink's London.
London G.
Londonian.
That 30 minutes looking bearish now.
Yeah.
Got some HCS from the New York session as well.
I saw it on your indicator, didn't it? It picked that up. It picked that up.
Well,
So-
this is my little buy zone, so
This is going to close as if this is going to close as a range.
yeah.
That's going to become your range now. As soon as this one closes. But I will still give it a shot if this one in the next 2 minutes manages to close bullish. If it closes bullish, I'll give it a shot.
The final 3 minutes of the hour, is that what you're looking for, mate?
Nah, just
Something.
this is my support. So in this candle, if it becomes a liquidity candle, because it broke the low already, so if it closes bullish, it's going to be a liquidity candle and rejecting the support. And then I think the hour candle, if it closes under here, the hour candle actually flip bearish, and the hour candle will be a doji, which is kind of just showing that there's no real consensus on where we're going yet, direction-wise. Given, and that's what I said at the start, you know, I do think that the next 1 or 2 weeks is going to be a little bit flat, and then we'll rally into the year end. But coming to monthly close, the monthly is mega bullish, and I can imagine that on the monthly. Let's just keep an eye on this because this is closing like I thought it might. The monthly is super. It's basically just been bullish the whole month. There's very little bottom wick, and you can imagine the new month, even if it does a bottom wick and then pushes up to, you know, towards all-time highs again, then that bottom wick might take, you know, best part of a week or more, and that will be price pushing down to then rally. So price action is the same on every time frame. Come on, let's see if it can close. I did choose FVG formed in a pre-London session, but I hesitated to take it because I've had losses taking setups at the Frankfurt Open. Yeah, I mean, it's better just to wait for London to open. You get so much more information by that stage. Okay, new candle's gonna open. New hour candle's gonna open. Okay, it closed bullish. I'm pretty keen to give this a buy, but I want to see it wick down. Because it is the hour candle. It's got the wick fill. I'm gonna buy now. Wish me luck. So I bought. Stop loss, I think I might keep it down here for now, still. And I might just choose to kill this trade if I don't like it. So risk reward was not great. I'm gonna see if this support can hold and at least grab a little bit, but the way that 30 minutes closing, I'm still cautious because it's so early into this open candle. 1 hour closed marginally bullish. So it's a bit of a range, bit of a doji. But if we can get a bit of a push up, it might just close some partials, tighten the stop loss so it's 1-to-1, and then see if I can survive it. So be either break even, hopefully it can get to 1660. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Maybe comes all the way down.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Tom, just for the bottom week.
Actually, it's got to start. This little doji doesn't look
still
good.
that 5-minute gap now.
The little doji doesn't look too good either down there.
Yeah.
At 15 minutes.
I'm down to this
But
5.
that's exactly what I was just about to do, G. That one there, yeah.
Just
But
wait
how
for
do you do that rectangle?
Okay, the second drawing tool down below that little arrow in annotate, it's got your shapes.
Yeah, Zoom's terrible
You've
now.
got the T for your text, and then below that you've got annotate shapes.
That's what I hope, Christopher. I hope it's just a wick down and then we rally.
I've only just got text,
Below
draw,
that.
stamp, arrow, eraser. That's it.
It's a rectangle where the pencil is.
Yeah.
Click on the pencil and then there's an arrow, there's a rectangle.
No, it just says draw.
Just ignore that square, mate.
Draw,
Nice.
and then keep on going down. There should be lines and should be squares under shapes.
No, I haven't got that either.
No.
I've got the same as you by the sound of it.
Really? Can't draw rectangles.
Not special enough, mate.
Yeah. You need to do your back testing homework so that I can authorize you can have the rectangle.
Was that the study session on Saturday, back testing?
It was on Sunday. It was yesterday. No, I was talking about like, what if you miss the move?
Yeah.
And once price is actually, there's volume and price is obviously going in a direction, then we know what the range is for London Open. So what's it going to look like in terms of a late entry? Are we going to look for it to push up 80 pips if that's at a zone of 80 to 120 pips? If that's a zone of interest and it's like late London, then you can look for that reaction.
And you sell it down to the pullback. Yeah.
Oh, Maddie's upset. Very upset.
Just posted a screenshot, Denny, in your channel.
Oh.
The blue highlighted thing is the rectangle.
Yeah, I don't have that. I've just got the text and then the tick.
That's on
Same as Jim.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have Zoom on PC, so I'm not sure.
No, it's my laptop.
Oh, right again.
Mm.
The annotate looks slightly different. When I do finally get Zoom on my Mac, on my the PC, it looks different.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking this zone, but Zoe.
Hey, Conrad. What was the exam today?
I was doing HSC. Bummer. This is going to come down and take this doji.
I've still got that no. Come on.
Well, it's taken that 15-minute imbalance.
Yeah, hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it.
Yeah. If it takes that hourly bottom, then it's just a whole lot more waiting.
Yeah, there's no point holding it if it's breaking underneath here. So I will just make my stop loss just underneath the hourly, but I don't really like it.
Well, there's one end of Asian session as well.
In Euro as well, you've got a couple of no-wick candles in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was...
On the 5 minute.
This is liquidity candle, this is a liquidity candle as well. So that is kind of looking like support is going to break. Market's going to have this one from me.
It does look like a nice area.
Alright, 6 on my turn. Oh yeah, yours as well. 16,000. Breaking my support.
Yeah, damn it. Should have looked for the... No, well. Can't win it every day.
I would expect a decent bounce from you though.
Come on. Survive. Survive. Thing of being so low, the only problem is with this doji candle. It would make sense to take the low. And I don't really want to move my stop loss lower.
That's
Kind of
that low's been taken on IC markets.
Given it 20 pips. So I think I'll just have to, maybe I'll give it a second chance if it takes it. Tom, well, if I backed myself, would have been up 5% in one night. Gosh.
Yeah.
Instead, you kept cutting your wins with a small trail. Yeah.
Clean candle feel. It was nice on the 15-minute, and I hummed and hard to go short, but oh well. That's my reversal pattern.
Luke, did you actually take that 1640? That's what you're looking for, weren't you? For the sell.
Yeah, I just got out just now. 16,000.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Sexy.
Nice.
40 pips. Nice.
Beautiful triangle.
Yeah. Came back for the no wick.
Yep.
Now everyone's out. Now we can go long. I can survive this, and then we can hit the high of the day.
No, it's still long.
I've taken a long from there. I like that level, that 16,000. I missed that long on the bloody first bounce. I wasn't paying attention.
You're 15 minutes higher than mine, Hayden.
My 15-minute.
Your 15-minute candle, like our HCS setup, is opposite
On Pepperstone.
at the bottom. Yeah. Yours goes like this.
On IC markets, this candle
Mine-
here.
Mine
Let's
goes
take
like
that
that. Like mine goes that way. Opposite.
Oh. Bizarre.
Yeah, it's like it's taken the bottom.
It has also taken that on ACG as well.
Right, I gotta go. To take my daughter for some driving lessons.
To what lessons?
Oh,
Driving lessons.
Oh my god.
It's a
That'll
lot.
be mean
Comes for a
about
license on
3 months.
Wednesday.
Jeez. Alright, mate.
oh.
Alright,
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
catch you
Too
later.
many grey hairs, mate.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of them. See ya.
Mate, let me
Catch
know
you.
how you go,
Catch
Luke,
you, Luke.
mate. That's me in a few months.
Catches.
At least you're doing it to a daughter. I've got bloody the hormonal teenage son. who's nearly a foot taller than me.
They're all hormonal at that age, G.
I was just
Yeah.
going to say, they're all hormonal at that age.
Alright, catches.
Yeah, but mine's bigger than me.
Yeah.
3-minute close in the golfing candle. Things a good sign. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. Well, it's not, the wick's not great still, but hopefully this is the start and we can rally back up. And I just had to sit through some drawdown.
Just a friendly pullback, H.
Yeah. The only thing that annoys me is like, imagine if my entry was like that.
Yeah.
If entry was like that, that'd have been pristine.
Where's Akshay? Did Akshay get that?
Yeah. He's been AWOL.
Come on, up you go.
Manny bought at 16,000. Oh, he bought there. Let's see. Is it going to...
Buying.
Are we just creeping lower and lower?
And it's creeping.
Yeah, it's got its creep on. Or is that the end? What would you rather? Just an instant death, or the slow one?
An instant profit.
Oh yeah, instant profit's good. but-
Yes, that's right.
If I had to choose between all three, we have broken our trend line again. If you follow oil trading,
Hasn't closed yet. Oh, yeah, it has on the 3, I suppose.
15 minutes about to close. 15 minutes left, no top wick.
Mm.
So we could always make our way back up there. Alright, well, I'm going to end the trading nut stream, I'm gonna continue onto my channel, so my people stay on, and Haydos FX YouTube stay on. I'm gonna close this one. So trading up, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Or you want to continue? Come over across to Haydos FX. There's music there, so I will either see you there or I'll see you tomorrow.
Surely that's broken that trend line.
All right, now
Yeah, but it's retesting, so
my
if you
YouTube is
missed
going to
it-
continue. Now I can close that page, which is good. Give my computer a bit of a break, running too many Google Chromes.
Matty, all right, mate?
She's all right, yeah. She's a little bit colicky. So I think it was we did a little combination to give Mum a break. So we started doing a little bit of formula. I don't think she liked it too
Oh, yeah.
much. So
Nah. She wants the good stuff, mate.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
The real stuff.
she's a fussy one. So she was eating really well from it. Then I think she associated it with a little bit of tummy cramps. So she went on bottle strike, and she's like, "Well, fuck that! Not having that anymore." And
Yeah.
so she's back exclusively breastfed, and she's she's alright now. It's shocking weather today because I've got her. Sarah will be working all day, and also once I finish here, I'll take her for a walk. But it's raining like hell.
It's tough. You guys are going into winter.
Oh man, it's gonna be so cold as well. This week is because it's raining today. The temperature's not too bad, but it clears up, and we're in the negatives from Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah, from Wednesday for the next week, high of 3 degrees, low of -2. That's gonna be cold.
Yep, very cold.
Don't do it. Come on.
Going long, Glenn?
Nah, I'm out, mate.
Someone's pushing the button.
Nah, I'm on moving stop losses. I was trying to move a trend line and it bloody kept grabbing my price and take profits in the wrong spots.
Do I want to? This one's. I'm giving up on this one. I'm gonna leave it. Let it hit the stop loss. But I'm wondering if I give it a second chance. But I'll need to see a little bit more price action, which means a bit more waiting. Either way, I want to see it. Was that?
No, you go. You
I
go.
want to see price break either the London low and continue down, or I want to see the London high broken. But I want to see something like, I want to get a good idea of where is the volume. If it's going downside, then I'm going to, then I won't be looking for longs until I get to, say, that area I was initially looking at, 15,970.
that'd be a nice area for the 4-hour candle too. But
What a sucker though.
they
Jesus.
didn't work on the 4-hour. Check the 4-hour out.
Shit.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Pissed me off. Alright, that was a loss. Every time I've got this prop account up above 1%, increase the risk, I've taken a loss.
Same.
Which now means I need to drop my risk back to get back above 1% before I can, because this challenge should be done in no time if I could just get a 1% risk trade going. But Is it normally slower? No, this is, well, the market's been a bit slow for about a week and a half now. Mondays, normally there's no real difference in Mondays or Fridays. Normally the market's the market. But basically ever since I started doing this challenge, the actual London Open is been, so let me have a look. Let me show you.
It's been trash.
It's been bad, yeah. So I started it when, like 4 weeks ago. So we had like a May, like this is October, and like just look at the pink bits. The pink bits are like price. You quite often got like a few good clean candles out. Oh, little range here, but pretty often you'd get like really nice moves. And then so basically, you know, late October. When was it? Somewhere around here, and we started off well. I pushed the account up to like 2% pretty quickly, and using only like 0.2 risk. And then I think Tuesday was alright, and then Wednesday we started falling into this range, and there's plenty of trades that missed as well. But then we got like that day was alright, but you see here just range, sideways, like a little move down and then sideways. This day Thursday was good, but I missed this. It just popped up, and then we got like, look how slow it just started getting. Range, good move there, range, little good move, but there's just so much range ever since. Then we got the rally, and then we've got, you know, this crap, bad, good move there, range here, range here, range here, range here, range here. So it's, you know, as much as I harp on about how good GE40 is, the last month has not been. It hasn't been that, the volume hasn't been that great. But normally there's no difference in Mondays and Fridays and whatnot. All right, so I mean, if you're selling though, you'd be loving it. I thought there was a good chance that we can take out this and then we can look for those sells. But guys, clearly the volume's to the downside now, so I'm not looking for buys until I get to here, and then I'll give it another shot here. Or if we get to the 100 pips, which is typical volume, then absolutely my eye is on this New York low over here, and maybe this could be like the low of the day.
Clip of the 3 minute once it wicked up and then broke and coming down.
Oh yeah, good one.
Just to chase that Asian low, that imbalance which it's taken now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 4 hours just, I don't know.
Let's see. Were there any headlines? Because there was nothing. There were no headlines whatsoever. So, court budget ruling threatens to crimp Germany's growth. Coalition. A little bit of news. A little bit of German economy minister. So I wonder what this constitutional court ruling was.
It's just so slow, and then it all of a sudden moves. It jolts, and then it just doesn't do anything.
It's only moved 47 pips, so the volume's still very, very low.
Yeah.
Normally you're looking at around 100 pips, 80 to 100 pips.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
very, very slow. And just got caught up. Followed my plan though. Price pushed up, created the high, came back, sat on the support. I was just hoping that was going to be that support to then push up, but it didn't. Came down, took that doji. It's come down to this area as well. It's fine. The market can have it today.
I've just taken that imbalance candle, end of Asian session. So 4 hours got half an hour to go. It might make a nice 4 hour support and then just candle like wick fill. That'd be nice. Wick fill long.
Yeah.
Because it was a quick move down to get that imbalance candle.
The major sign that I see was inside of here. Now looking at that this moment in time, this one, this is when it started taking. Let me just go back. So yeah, so this bit here. Look at like the 4 hour. Oh. Taking inside of this gap. This is where we did start to see some things going on. We started seeing like there's a few like little dojis inside of here. So see like this doji, the little market gap, the imbalance candle. There was a couple like little double tops in the really low time frames. I guess this what Asian did, this was enough liquidity that it grabbed from this area. Price continued pushing up, and then eventually, like as it was grinding higher, eventually it formed like the first liquidity candle. This one here, that would have been the sign to then suggest that, yeah, given that it's slowly been picking up liquidity, getting back to that gap where we opened for the day, taking the euro high, pushing into the Asian high. Then given this, there were some like pivot points kind of thing where people would have, not that I'm a big proponent of pivot points, but like people do watch them as well. So there was enough here for price then to push down, and I was hoping that it would push down and then just continue the trend. Obviously it didn't, and like the way that the hour candle closed, I probably should have been a little bit more cautious with my entry, given that this hour candle closed as a range candle, a doji, and we know what happens when it, like if this could have pushed bullish and at least closed higher than this wick, then I think it would have been much easier for a wick down and a wick fill. But because it closed as such a doji, closing inside of here, this is kind of like a nothing candle, just a range, and we can see the volume's just not here.
Comes you long.
Oh yeah.
That's like it's tapped into that structure there.
Be a bit of a prick if it does that. Just take that, because the problem was is like once I had set the entry and everything, I did adjust my stop loss a little bit, but then I adjusted it to 20 pips, and I didn't want to leave it. I didn't want to move it down because then I'd be taking on a bit more risk. And because I didn't risk a whole lot on this one anyway, I was only risking just under 0.5% because every time I have upped it, I've taken a loss. But it still was a loss, and I didn't want to leave it. How this started with the doji, I saw that late and I was like, oh shit, you know, because it started the doji, there's all the chance now it's going to come back down and sweep this. And then I was like, oh, do I want to move my stop loss and take on more risk, or do I just want to let the market have it and then say, just admit where I'm wrong on this one, and then say, you know, let's just reset the board and then look for another trade. And that's a better way of doing it than if I move my stop loss down and survived, or let's say I moved my stop loss down and still got hit, I'd feel sick. I'd feel absolutely sick that I had, it was not a controlled loss then. Whereas I can say, look, this is going to be a controlled loss, even though I realize I'm going to have to get pretty lucky here for this not to be a full stop out. but yeah, it kind of is what it is. Just take it like a man. Take a loss. What's the other pairs doing?
I'm waiting for UJ to take off, but it's just stalling.
Even
back.
Even gold's only moved 40 pips. So gold's been even worse than German. At least German's moved 48.
Is there news or is there... I haven't checked news today.
No, I was bullish on gold. I was really bullish on the weekend, thinking that gold's just going to go. Because I think that this month is the first month we're going to close finally above 1990. And the way that the way that central banks around the world, like Russia, China, those guys are buying bulk gold. What we're doing is we're constantly putting in a higher floor. And I think this 1880, 1900 was the last time they did like a bulk buy. And I think there's some economists that have been, I think their opinion is pretty decent. They think 2000 is going to be the new floor. I kind of agree that if we can just close above 1990, which is looking like it's going to be the first one that does, then for sure, you know, we're going to print a new all-time high.
Wow.
So I was thinking, I
Who
was
are you
hoping.
listening to, Haydos?
Who was it? Oh shit, what's his name? Brent Johnson. He's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's pretty good.
Who's other fellas? Oh, I have to think of their names. If I go through my YouTube history, I'll get their names. Brent Johnson. Oh, the name's escaping me, sorry.
No, all good.
Okay, if we're breaking through this, we're just going to continue going down. So that level sucked. Especially with the war in the Middle East. Yeah, I think just everything going on. These BRICS countries as well. Just so much gold being bought, and the new mines aren't opening still. So if mines are getting depleted and gold is getting bought, then the supply is going to be getting lower and lower. Who was the guy? Who was it? There was two people talking about two different people talking about looking at spot price in the US and looking at spot price in Asia, and there's about $100 difference. So what was happening? So in London, the London exchange was having gold, let's say for example at 1900, and Asia was buying it for 2000, and you'd have these companies that they got international licenses, so they could buy it from the London exchange and then sell it in the Hong Kong exchange and arbitrage the system, and they could just be making that difference. So what was happening was like physical gold was shifting from the west to the east, like out of US, out of Western Europe, and then flowing into, like physically flowing into like China.
Wait till they back the yuan with gold, mate.
Well, I think they're all going to go digital, aren't they? But I think what gold does is like it's a perfect hedge against these. Like I think Russia had like a good little blueprint for these sanctions, because they had so many gold reserves. So the more sanctions they put on, the threat of the war sent gold rocketing, which increased their value. So interesting. I don't want to get into the politics of it all, but there's all it means is like gold's withstood the test of time for as a perfect hedge, as a perfect store of value, and it's just, we're just seeing it just rise and rise and rise. So I can imagine that, you know, with all this other, it's not like the world's got any less crazy, and like, why couldn't it just continue higher and higher? All it takes is a psychological boundary to be broken. Once we're finally closing above, like, this will be an all-time high monthly close. Not an all-time high, but an all-time high monthly close. And that will just open the door for this rally.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, that was a bummer of a day for that trade. I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to wait now for it to get down like another 20 pips to take this trade on the stream. So what I'm going to look at, I'm actually even hesitant about this level now. If we start to see volume late and really start to see this pick up, I'm actually inclined to wait for those buys from here, from that original level, because this would tie in nicely with the high of this down to here. This would tie in with the range being 100 pips, and if we do happen to get good volume, I would well expect that this is the area you can get that little bounce from, at least like 30 pips. So I'm thinking that becomes my buy zone, and this is definitely where price is going. So it would make more sense to sell down to that zone now.
That's a strong zone, isn't it? That 593.
Yeah. I imagine that this area is going to bounce price a little bit.
Yeah, more quick.
But selling down to there, the number I'm looking at, lead left hand, is 15,940, and that will make this a 100 pip drop. And that's take the last like week and a half out, but you look at like what a normal London session would be. Just look at the numbers actually up here. This is much easier the way that Jim's coded it now. 123, 107. Take out these other crappy ones, but basically 100, crappy session. 90, 108, 111, crap session. 93, 98. So I'd much rather now say that a typical session would be around 100 pips, and if that's at a zone of interest, which it is down over here, which is the monthly levels as well, I can imagine we get that little bounce from there. So that's what I'm kind of going to target, I think. And this level, I just don't have that much confidence in it anymore. We'll see. If it takes it down, if we get a clean candle into it, like a real clean push down, then I would say that one candle's gathered a lot of liquidity, and the fast move can be the false move. If I see a liquidity candle from there, then I'll look to take it back long. But I'll have to keep my eye on it, but I don't really think I'm going to have much of a chance when I'm on daddy duty to really keep an eye. So I will set an alert here just in case, but I'm really keeping my eye on 15,940. 15,900 is one as well that I'm looking at, but I don't think, if it gets down to 15,900, then definitely. But I didn't think that was going to happen today, but maybe it could. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end it there. So sorry about this. That little shitty trade. That was a bad one. Anyway.
All good, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. There were trades. There were some trades. I didn't get it though. But taking it from here, obviously that would have been a good one. And I think the main thing people need to do is not be annoyed at what happened. It is bloody annoying, but always be positive and optimistic about the market, and always look at where the opportunity was because if you stay positive and you're looking for the opportunity, you'll get them more often than not. But as soon as you get into that negativity of taking a loss, trying to get it back, you stop seeing what's actually happening and start trading impulsively, and that's where real damage to the account happens. So always be positive with your losses and look at it. There's no losses. It's just a lesson learned. So you've gained something. I'm going to gain something by at least following discipline and not like doing something stupid to my account after taking a loss. I'll reflect on this one. I'll do a trade breakdown and I'll see like where the best opportunities were later. And that's the best way to handle these losses. Okay, so take like a man or a woman. Just accept where you got it wrong.
You teach us that, Hayden, and we still got some trades in. So
yeah. I mean,
you taught us to think for ourselves and to trade our trade, and some of us still got trades. So
exactly. Yeah. We all see the market in a different way. Just keep on perfecting that edge that you have. Yeah.
Love it.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. My people, stay on. We'll talk about post-stream ideas. YouTube though, I'm going to end it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, catch up. Bye.